What's going on, guys? Doomwake here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy Standard video on the channel. And today I'm going to be showcasing you a deck utilizing a very popular card from Final Fantasy that really hasn't had a lot of time in the sun, has not gotten a lot of love as of late, and that is going to be Cloud Midgar Mercenary. Guess what? You know where you can find copies of Cloud Midgar Mercenary? You guessed it, CoolStuffInc.com. If you guys want to check out CoolStuffInc.com for sealed sleeves, sealed products, sleeves, deck boxes, singles, anything your heart desires, be sure to head over to CoolStuffInc.com. Use promo code DOOM at checkout to get 5% off your next order and get this exclusive Rhino token while supplies last. Cool Stuff Inc. They got cool stuff, and they probably get it in stock. And with that out of the way, let us go ahead and talk about Cloud, a very popular character from the Final Fantasy series. I will say, preface this by saying, I don't really engage a lot with Final Fantasy. I never really played any of the games, so the characters don't necessarily resonate with me as much as maybe some of you watching this video out there, but I care about the text box and the card, and the text box on Cloud is pretty powerful. So it's a 2-mana 2/1, double white. When it enters, you search for an equipment, put it into your hand, and if it's equipped, if an ability of Cloud or an equipment attached to it triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. So the idea is that the kind of the big wombo combos you play with Buster Sword, you equip the Buster Sword, get 2 triggers. Buster Sword, unfortunately, I'll show it for the people who may not be familiar with it. I'll show you the Buster Sword right here. It's a cool card, and it definitely has a lot of flashiness, but 3 mana to play, 2 to equip just to get blown up by a removal spell, it's really brutal. So unfortunately, the Buster Sword does not make the cut here. But instead, the equipment that we're going to be tutoring for the most part is actually going to be Astrologian's Planisphere. Wait, this is a prowess deck? So Planisphere makes a wizard and then a 1/1 hero, that is a wizard, and then every time you play a non-creature spell, you put a counter on it. So the idea is that you have effectively 8 copies of Planisphere because you have Cloud to tutor it and the Planisphere itself, and you kind of are playing a prowess deck where you have 4 Opt, 4 Sleight of Hand, 4 Stormchasers, and 4 Stock Up, along with the Flood Maw. So you still have that kind of cantrip, talent, stock up, Flood Maw base that prowess has, but you just have Planisphere and more consistency at finding the Planisphere. Now, you might be asking to yourself, is that better than just playing Vivi in the blue-red prowess deck? The answer to that question is almost undoubtedly no, but, we're trying something different here. The unfortunate thing that I will say about this deck, and is something that you're going to notice is very apparent in the matches, is that the mana is a little awkward. It turns out, you might be surprised to hear this, but trying to play a deck that is playing 12 cards that it wants to cast on turn 1 for blue mana, and a double white card that you're trying to cast on turn 2, not the easiest thing in the world to achieve. Now, you have some dual lands. You have Adarkar Wastes and Seachrome Coast. Well, unfortunately, we're losing both of those, so probably off the table post-rotation. The biggest issue that I came across is that Floodfarm Verge makes white on turn 1. So if this Verge was flip-flopped and it made blue on turn 1, then you play your Plains, you play your Cloud on turn 2, we'd be off to the races. But unfortunately, that's not the case. You kind of have to live with the awkward mana situation a little bit. We have a couple more equipments here to tutor for. There's 1 Lavaspur Boots because haste can be pretty good against sweepers, and then Assimilation Aegis, which is kind of a cool card. It's effectively like an O-ring where you can use Cloud to tutor for a removal spell. You can equip it and make the creature a copy of the creature that you killed with the Aegis. May or may not come up, but you're mostly just playing this as a 3-mana removal spell, which is pretty big. That is like the ability for Cloud to tutor up kill spells is nice. Now, the kind of the big synergy here, remember that second line of text on Cloud that says if it's equipped, it doubles the abilities. So for example, if you put a Planisphere on Cloud and you play a cantrip, your Planisphere is going to trigger twice, where every single time you play a non-creature spell, you're putting 2 counters onto the Cloud. Also, notably, because we're playing 4 Sheltered by Ghosts, if you have Sheltered on Cloud that is also equipped, remember, because Cloud has to be equipped for it to trigger, for that second line of text it says as long as it's equipped, the Sheltered would actually double trigger because Ward 2 is an ability that is granted to the Cloud, and Ward 2 is a triggered ability that says when it becomes the target, sacrifice it unless they pay 2. So you get 2 separate instances of that Ward 2 trigger, which, well, little spoilers, may or may not come up in today's video. And then we have 1 Dissection Tools kind of rounding everything out. Just if you have some extra mana and you really want to go get a big equipment, you can do that. You can also sacrifice Planisphere tokens to move it around, so it's not, you have some fodder to do that. The mana base, as I mentioned, not the best, but we work with what we got. And then in the sideboard, we have some Smites, mostly here for Enduring Curiosity, Unable to Scream, good against Screaming Nemesis, but also here for, I guess, Curiosity, Demons, things like that, just larger creatures, some counter spells, some Graveyard Hate, the usual stuff. But yeah, really interesting deck list. I really want something like this to be good, but unfortunately, I just don't know if the mana it can support it. So maybe 6 months down the road, if we get Hallowed Fountain, whenever they decide to give us the other Shocklands, and if we get some additional blue-white dual lands, it's always something to keep in the back of your mind. So without further ado, I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. I mean, I'm keeping my hand. I think the hand's fine, but like... Yeah, there's already 4 starting towns. The streamer could never know what he's talking about. Well, I do know that today is not my birthday. Oh, one of those hands. I see. One of those hands. True. Very, very true. Extremely true. I feel bad for my cat every time there's a storm, because he freaks the fuck out. I feel so bad for him, but he'll be fine. I'll eat some food and... He just like me for real. True. Good news, I can cast Cloud on turn 2. That's nice. I'll keep that. Town Greeter. I'll greet your town. What is he saying? What is he even saying? Is my cat smarter than me? My cat thinks today is my birthday. This texture brought 1 or 2 fortified beachhead. Oh shit, Cloud's a soldier. I didn't even know that. Okay. That kind of tracks. I could fuck with that. Shut up. You didn't know Cloud was a soldier? Well, it's Cloud Midgar Mercenary. I don't know. It doesn't say Cloud Midgar Soldier. Like, I just kind of assumed he was a human mercenary. I didn't know he was a human soldier mercenary. How am I supposed to know that? There was no way for me to know that. Lil Bro doesn't know the lore. I don't! I never played a single Final Fantasy game. I don't know any of the lore. I'm not a lore Andy, you know? I'll admit it. I know nothing about the lore. Yeah, what are they doing with this Zombify? I'm a little concerned. A little bit worried about this Zombify. It's in the name. That's a different card, brother. That is a different card. You can't expect me to know every single Cloud card. There's like 20 of them. All right, man? Like, it's not my fault. Also, can we talk about temples with Zombify? That's a little sus, isn't it? Temple Zombify is a little sus. Reclamation Siege. Are they going to pop the Sheltered? Okay. Yeah. You know, I really wanted that Planisphere. I'm just going to throw that out there. Opt. No. No. How does Croakies play 4 of these cards in his decks? Just like, I draw 2 and I'm like, great. Yeah, that's good. That's nice. He just plays fucking 4 of them shits. I mean, I'm gonna cast it. I'm not gonna not cast it. Ooh, what if I plot the Aegis? All right. It just might work. I don't even know if this is a good play, but what else am I doing with my Jace, right? You know? It's not doing anything else. Like, what the fuck? Dude, this card is just... shit. Wildman, what's up? Thank you for the raid, Wildman. Welcome, everybody, from Wildman's stream. Hope you had a good one. Wildman raid. You're here for the sauce? What kind of sauce? I can make my Cloud into a copy of Meringue. It's kind of based. Whatever the fuck this is. I copied a list from a challenge, but it looked kind of cool. I did have to fix the mana base a little bit. I will say Cloud plus Planisphere is pretty sick. I am pretty into Cloud plus Planisphere. Take those 2. Cloud, Planisphere, equip Aegis. Do 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 do. Boop. And then I could just Aegis equip next turn and have a 10 power flyer, right? Okay. Steam Core Scholar. Person who played this in the challenge actually played it earlier in the day in the other challenge of Pixie over Jace. They did not do nearly as well. Pixie over Jace, huh? I mean, look, any excuse for me to get the Jaces out of here, I'm in. any excuse for me not to play Jace, sign me up. Okay, they're just dead, right? Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good, right? That was pretty good. I don't think I needed the Jaces. I think I would have been fine without the Jaces. Could try Cryptic Code. The only thing about Cryptic Code is we can't, like, you can't equip it to Cloud, right? We could do a third Aegis, yeah. Aegis. All right, Jace is gone. Aegis in. So what? Damper out for 2 Pixies? You gonna try that? Let's try 2 Pixie and see how that goes. I think Get Out kind of sucks because Get Out can't bounce Planisphere, so I don't think it's as good in this deck. Maybe it's still fine, but... Hey! Dude Light, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Folks, if you didn't get one, dodge in chat. Simple as that. Thank you for the 5 gifted, Dude Light. Review that guy's deck. You want me to? What, Wildman? You want a deck tech for Wildman? I mean, if you want me to, I'm in. So it's up to you. I'll take a look. I'm not gonna say no. I'm in. Whoever was asking about it, yeah, I think it was Wildman. That's who asked for a deck tech. All right, Wildman, send me a list. List my ass. Phantom Interference. Wildman's been cooking. Is it the? I mean, I've played against Wildman a couple times over the past like week or so. Is it the Simic deck? Yeah, okay. I'll look at it. I'll look at it in a sec. I got you. I will offer my expertise. I don't know why I'm moving my hands like that. Don't ask. You have another counterspell over there, buddy. You would tell me, right? You would tell me if you had a counterspell, right, Browning? Yeah, I mean, this is just better, I think. This is way better if they have a counterspell. Do 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 do. I mean, I've played against him a couple of times, so I have like a somewhat of an understanding of what the deck is trying to do, so I know what's going on for the most part. Do 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 do. Underground River. Hmm. Almost like Planisphere Opt better, because then we can find a Flood Maw, because they definitely have the 4/3 here. So I think I like this better. Okay. 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 Ooh, I'll keep that. That's actually pretty good here. That's actually really good. Rare good pixie. Oh. Doo-doo. This deck is cool as hell, man. I like this deck. Yeah. 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 They're just dead. I mean, not literally dead this turn, but they can't get out of this. That ain't gonna do it, Chief. That ain't gonna do it. Shut down! Alright, what do we do against Dimir? Smite. Decree. What did we cut the last time? Oh, I cut the Jaces. Well, now that I've cut the Jaces from my deck, see, cutting Jace does make sideboarding a little bit tougher, because, you know, now you don't have a card that you're boarding out every single time. Could this be an invasion deck? You're gonna have to specify which invasion. You mean Gobakon? Could be an okay Gobakon deck. I could see that. Has anybody thought about doing, like... Maybe this is too much. Like, too much stuff to work, but Gobakon with Cauldron. I don't know why, but I just randomly thought of that. But, like, you use Gobakon to put a bunch of counters on your creatures with Cauldron. Well, looks like I'm starting the game at 12. But that's fine, right? We will simply just race. Race, 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 race. Go, 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 go. I appreciate the tap land. Go, Otter, go! Get him, get him, get him! I kind of want them to Kaido me this turn. See, this is like the spots where Kaido feels so bad, you know? Like, they just can't even really go for it here. It doesn't do anything. I think we're going -3. I'm not happy about it, but I think I'm going to go -3 this turn. Alright, whatever. Oh, wait! Oh, no, I could have responded. I'm stupid. Oh, no. If I'd opted in response to the Mastermind, I would have drawn... Yeah. Also going to play my land first. Yeah. You can now. Well, if I opt, this thing still dies. Right. Yeah, if I played the land too, I could have saved the 1/1. Alright, well. It's all happening now. Draw your card. Yeah. Draw your card. Dude, I need that. I need it. I don't need that. Alright, probably gonna lose this game. Rare double punt. Yeah, I just thought if they had cut down, they would for sure cast it on their turn. I'm surprised they waited. But yeah, I should have played my land first. Yeah, see, now it kind of looks good. Alright, game 3. Turns out the hand that had 2 starting towns did not work out. I know you're probably very surprised to hear that, but... Okay. Yeah, true. God, dude, this deck's mana is so sketchy! Oh my god. Okay, what do I get for naming 3 types of mushrooms? What's my prize? Do I get a gold star at least? Dude, I have to keep this. I don't want to, but I have to keep it. Dude, stop! I promise you I have lands in my deck that don't deal me damage. I swear. I promise you I have lands in my deck that don't deal me damage. And they're just gonna counter this and I'm gonna cry. Oh, I don't give a shit about that. Yep, spells. Didn't take island. I mean, I don't need my 5th land. So it's actually not that bad of a spot. It'd be better if I had lands that didn't deal me damage, but, you know. That'd be nice. Yeah. Good enough. Good enough. Yep. It's probably just, what, Pixie, replay Planisphere, play Sleight of Hand? I think. -1. -1, -1, -1, -1, -1. The illusion of choice. How much damage have I dealt myself this game, by the way? Like 5, 6? Yeah! Let's go. If you put Sheltered on Cloud with the word to trigger twice, only, yeah, if you have something else equipped to it, then yes, it would trigger twice. But the cloud has to be equipped for that to happen. But the answer is yes, it would trigger twice. If 4 in hand. Yeah, -2 more, I guess. Yeah, -2 more. Fucking 10 life, dude. Come on. Jesus Christ. I think you would take less damage if you made this 3 colors. Really? You think so? Maybe you're right. Do we get an Aegis or a Planisphere here? Kind of want to get a Planisphere. I already have 2 removal spells in my hand. Hold! Yep. 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 Jesus fucking Christ, man. Stop! Cut that shit out. This is winnable, right? I mean, I don't have a choice. I have to do this. They have a kill spell. They have a kill spell. I mean, I have to, right? Like, what's my other out? If I play Aegis, I die? What do you mean? I'm at 5 and they have 4 power in play. I'm dead to Kaido. I'm dead to Siren hitting a spell off map, but like, how else do I possibly win this game, you know? Hold! The fact that they're tanking this long means I think their hand is 2 lands. Okay, that's good. That is, oh my, that's a huge draw. Holy shit. Well, now we can tap some lands. So this is until it leaves the battlefield. So equip Otter. Play. Oh, wait, I thought this was blue to equip. Oh, shit, this makes things a lot easier then. Okay. So I don't have to take any damage for this. Right, I think this is good. Equip Aegis on Otter. No, I want the counter on the Planisphere. I think. right? If I equip Aegis on Otter and then cast Planisphere, am I presenting lethal? Equip Aegis on Otter and then play Planisphere? No, because this wouldn't get pumped. I would have to also move the other Planisphere to the Otter. Because if I make this into a 4/3, it then doesn't get pumped when I play the Planisphere, right? Chad, it becomes a copy of the creature. It no longer has prowess. Right? I guess I could play the Planisphere first and then move the Aegis. Yeah, I guess I could have done that, huh? So yeah, cast Planisphere first, then move the Aegis, and then it would still be a 5/3, right? Yeah. I think I would have been dead to Drowner regardless, but that may have been a better line, yeah. Yeah, I think I lose to Drowner regardless. Planisphere on Cloud is more damage? No, because I'm turning the Otter token into a 4-power creature, so... Alright, let's try not to take 10 damage from our lands this game. Yeah, four probably a little bit... 4 probably too many for deck like that. Okay, I have acquired lands that don't deal me damage. Sort of. There's been a surprising amount of this mono green deck today. At least I'm assuming that's what this is. Oh yeah, you did. You did. Gotcha. In the queue. Thank you, Sulking. I mean, gotta send the Cloud. Do I get the Aegis? Against them, I think I have to. Yeah, Exploration is what? 2 mana, scry 2, draw. 2 mana, scry 2, draw, but then if you kick it for an additional mana, you put a land into play. So 3 mana, scry 2, draw, put a land into play. It's not bad. It's a little bit better than Growth Spiral in that regard too, because you do get to look at extra cards. I guess I pierce this. Although I can't attack this turn. Which is kind of awkward. Because they just have these stupid elves. No. Okay. Tifa's kind of scary. I don't like Tifa. I don't like Tifa. Oh, what's up, Beowulf? That's the... you're the person who played this deck, right? I stole your deck, Beowulf. Don't be mad at me. Yeah, 1 card in hand? Wait, I have an idea. No, it's not going to work. If I make Cloud a copy of Tifa, then I don't get the double landfall trigger because it's no longer a Cloud, right? How does Aegis work with Sheltered, by the way? Like, if I Aegis a creature and it becomes a copy of the thing, it would still have lifelink, right? Enchant creature you control. I think it would still have lifelink. No, I care about the lifelink, not the ward. I did cut the Jaces, yeah. I will say this. I've been on record saying this a couple times. I'm a very big Jace hater. I'm not a very big Jace fan. I don't buy that card. Spring Bloom Druid. What do you think the paper price of this mono green deck is? I know because I looked it up the other day. I think somebody can fact check me on this, but I think the mono green deck might be more expensive than some of the versions of the blue red VV decks. Which is kind of fucking wild, right? How do I ever get into a spot where I can have a profitable attack? I think I just have to get the Planisphere going this turn. Yeah, Bill Chocobo, and I thought there was something else that was expensive in this deck too. But yeah, Bill and Chocobo are both like, I think they're like 40 or 50 each, right? No, I'm saying the versions that play less cauldrons. I think those versions might be pretty close. Like the versions that only play VBs, maybe like one cauldron. I think that might be close to price in terms of the green deck. So do this. S priority. No. Yeah, that's fine. I guess I take more damage this way. It's not a big deal. And then we go Planisphere here. Stoka. Take Staka. Probably second Sheltered. With the 12. Hold! Yeah. Billiam is back. I have been really impressed with the interaction between Cloud and Planisphere is really fucking nice. It's so good. They reprinted the MH1 card in Standard. Yeah, they sure did. How many people knew that Spring Bloom Druid was legal in Standard? 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this lethal? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Am I one short? I think I'm one short, right? Wait a minute. No, I'm not one short, right? But I figured it out. I found the line, chat. You ready? I found the line. I think this works, right? 12. Oh, I should have played Sheltered first. Wait, I fucked up. No, this is still lethal, right? I could have got more damage, though, if I played the Sheltered first. Yeah, I could have got more damage. But it's still lethal. You ever just killed the mono green player with their own Tifa? That felt pretty good. Content, baby. Content. Thanks for the Tifa, by the way. Cloud is just Tifa in disguise the whole time. I should have known it. Alright, how do we sideboard against this deck? Sideboard against this deck. Alright, so Elesh. I feel like Smite's kind of bad. Their creatures get too big. These two seem good. Maybe Unable to Scream could be okay. The issue with Unable to Scream is they have a lot of counters. So putting Unable to Scream on a creature that has counters, kind of awkward. I think I'm just going to try doing like this. Let's try that. I wonder if the Is It Cauldron deck survives Thrillseeker rotating. There is, like, it definitely gets worse. I will say that. Like, Thrillseeker is a big part of the combo finishes, but I don't think Thrillseeker is imperative to just playing, like, the normal fair game when you're doing profs, VV, that kind of stuff. So you just need to find a creature that you can put under Cauldron that sort of gives you that unfair angle. And I don't know what that looks like. Maybe a way to give haste or something, so you can, like, use the extra mana that you're making, make a big board, give all your stuff haste. You could do that. Honestly, the Engineer, right? That one's probably okay. Engineer is probably fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's the list. That's the one that I would recommend. Engineer is pretty cool too, because you get, like you said, a way to sink all of your extra mana into it. That is pretty big. How many shelters is enough? Fucking Balatro hand. Honestly, this might not have been the play. I maybe should have just went double sheltered this turn, but this is funnier, so I wanted to do it. Double shelter was probably a better play, though. That's not even true. I want to save the shelter for the big stuff. Why is this mono green deck so expensive? Dude, the commander players love their green cards, man. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I'm now noticing this deck is just Boggles. Like, this is just a better version of Boggles. The more that I think about it. Do I even need to cast the shelter this turn? I don't think I do. Just double opt. I will pass priority. What did I cut the Jaces for? I cut Jaces for Pixies. Yeah, sure. Oh, right, I forgot about the draws, too. Yeah, true. Yeah. Jesus Christ. It's just Boggles with extra steps. This deck is awesome, dude. Holy. It does kind of play like Cobblade a little bit, yeah. Let's try, just for pure experimental purposes, let's try removing Pixies. Would you rather play Boots or Combat Research? I want to try Boots. We could do one Boots, one Tools, maybe. I do like the idea of playing Tools. Isn't there an alt art for this shit? No? Alright, never mind. I'm off it. I'll try one Tools. I'm gonna keep this. Yeah, don't answer that. That was a joke. 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 I know. That's why I said it was a joke. Fiat FX, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Thank you. Play this. I know what Chase the Mind Sculptor does. Yeah, I know what that card does. I played a lot of Chase the Mind Sculptor. But I wasn't a Cobblade gamer. Believe it or not, I was a blue-black control gamer when Chase was legal. For some reason, I just could not stand playing Cobblade. I don't know why, but I played blue-black over Cobblade. It was not. It was a bad idea, but forgot to change scenes. Scene change. Scene change. Scene change. Dun, 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 dun. Fiat, thank you again for the 10 months. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. The Cobblade mirrors were pretty cool. I played a little bit of Cobblade, not a lot, but a little bit. And I did experience the mirror match, you know, to a certain extent, and they were okay. It's a different. It feels like it is like a really different type of magic, you know. Not better, not worse, just very, very different. Do I have time for that? I'll make time for it, right? What's my plan next turn? Plan next turn might just be... I don't know if I need that. That's the thing. Like, stock up boots? Yeah, so if I stock up into boots next turn, what is the cloud doing for me on the following turn? Stock up boots with 4 mana, then I can go cloud. I guess the cloud does find me... Yeah, it's an answer to Sephiroth. All right, I'll keep the cloud. Because it's going to find me the Aegis. When you get duressed in paper, do I turn the cards around and place them on the table for the opponent to look at? I do place them on the table. I don't turn them upside down, though. When you get discard spelled in paper, do you play face up or do you not? Do you make them write them down? I'm a huge proponent of play face up. Obviously, it's annoying, and like I wouldn't fault you for not doing it, but it depends on the stakes. All right, RCQ, face up or no? I found a land, but not the land that I wanted. Once again, depends on if I like them. Okay, I gotcha. I'm just getting beat down over here. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Face up for anything less than a K. Well, is that... would you consider an RCQ less than a 1K? Because, like, the prizes are worth less than 1K, but the invites, you know, the invite's big. I do it, I just do it regardless. Mostly, do you know why I do it regardless? It has nothing to do with whether or not I like the person or not. Like, you know, that there's 90% of people I don't have a problem with. But it's more so just to save time. Because it takes them, like, it adds an extra 30 seconds when they write down the cards. And it literally is just a time saver if you play face up. Most of the time, that's not going to matter. Like, you're not going to play a game that's going to last that long, but you never know. Like, it could be one of those games, right? All right, I'm very dead. I did nothing that game. What the fuck? All right, white-black sacrifice. It's a lot of sages. This seems like probably a tough matchup. Dragoon's Lance for evasion. That could be kind of cool, yeah. Is Elesh Norn good against them? I think it is. They still can have they still have the attack trigger on Sephiroth, but like, I guess it doesn't shut this off either. Maybe Elesh Norn's not good against them. And they just have this to answer it for 1 mana. Yeah, I have the Smites in. I think I'm just going to do this. Cut, Pierce, cut, 1 cantrip. Tool's pretty bad against them because they can just block sack. Thran Power Suit. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know what Thran Power Suit does. Thran Power Suit. Couldn't tell you. It loses games. Surely the text on the card doesn't just say you lose the game. Exile. Just need threats. 2 mana, artifact, equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each aura and equipment attached to it and has ward 2. Yeah, I mean, I get the vision, but it's a little too narrow. I do get the vision, though. Loran. This game is going well. Definitely not going well. It's going better now. Jesus Christ. Chat, what the hell do we do here? I think it's got to be Cloud stock up. That's what I was thinking. And then I think I kind of have to get the removal spell here over the Planisphere. I just need to play more defensively. Dingo would do Cloud Stock. Oh wait, I just realized. Why has nobody been spamming Cloud Dingo? We literally have the best Cloud emote on any platform ever. Can we get some Cloud Dingoes in the chat, please, and thank you? Infestation Sage. I forgot about that emote. All-time goated banger-ass emote. I am sad that we're never going to get to use Core Steel again. Until I play Modern, which probably not going to happen for a while. Sheltered by Ghosts. What was the Madhouse one? Domain. Do I want a Bart? Not really. Do I want a fart? Yes. Your turn. Pioneer is a clown car format. Yeah, no, I was looking at Decklists, doing research for the watching the meta video. Pioneer looks tough, man. It looks really. I think it was like 34% mono red this week. Can you believe that? Like the mono red deck that's in Pioneer is just like pre-ban list, right? Pre-ban list. It was basically a standard deck that had 4 Kumanos and everything else that was legal. It was so fucked. 12 Fingers, thank you for the Prime sub. 3 months. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. It's a lot of standard cards is what I'm getting at. A lot of standard cards. Yeah, not too long ago they were playing 4 Lynx main, right? Hmm. Okay, I have to do this. Feels kind of bad, but I really hope I don't draw a Elspeth Smite now. That would not be very good. Yeah. Kind of fucked up. Dude, how do I beat this deck? My creatures are so small. I have no... I mean, I have good removal, just not in my hand. I think we got to slate and just try to spike a sheltered. I mean, not going to complain about that. Not going to complain about that. Hold! You just have to ask. If you need a card, you just all you have to do is ask the arena gods, and they will simply give you the card you need. Okay, now I need my opponent. All I need you to do is not have a removal spell. Can you do that for me? Hey, I asked nicely. This is cheating. I asked nicely for you not to have a removal spell. This is bullshit. Well, fuck. It's not good. It's not good. I mean, that helps. Helps next turn. Okay, that's also not bad. I mean, we're drawing well. You're definitely drawing well. I was debating on bouncing the token now, but I think I'll wait a couple turns. Bartolome. Bart. Bartolome? More like Fartolome. The fuck is he saying? What is he saying? Voice of victory? More like voice of lose story. No. That was kind of cringe. Yes, everything I say is cringe, okay? I get it. I understand. I get it. Fuck off! Can you not? Kill that, bounce that. Still just very dead. I'm gonna pretend like I still have outs. Assimilation Aegis. I'm actually just gonna do this, I think. Maybe they'll block. Please block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh, All right. Yeah, maybe they'll be out of gas. Maybe my opponent will be out of gas this turn, and they definitely will not just kill me. I don't give a fuck about that. All right, we have a song request from Matrix. What you got? I mean, one life is fine, right? You ever just been at one before? Okay, great. He's so tilted he went to the audio screen. Yeah, there's something there. I just feel like the mana base is just way too bad, you know? The mana base feels really sketchy. Like I feel like you're just trying to do way too much, you know? It's really difficult to play cantrips on turn 1 and a double white card on turn 2. It's just like, it feels like it's not possible. And I think of those 4 losses, at least 3 of them were just me losing to dealing myself 10 damage off of my lands. You know? It just seems the concept is really cool. Cloud plus Planisphere is an awesome combination of cards. But there's gotta be a way to make this mana base better. Right. Like when you draw, it's sort of similar like Pixie, right? Like Pixie before, whenever you drew one of each fast lane and you had mana Tron, you could never lose. But the games where Pixie was losing was when it just drew like 2 pain lands or 2 of the same fast land, and it's just, I don't know. But yeah, when you draw like multiple Seachromes or like Seachrome Plains Island and you don't take a bunch of damage, if you're able to cast your spells in a timely fashion, like this deck cooks. Absolutely cooks.